welcome. We're ready to get the week off to a great start. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, the Pelicans head coach Willie Green raves about Brandon Ingram. He said, Brandon's otherworldly talented, has an extremely high basketball IQ. He's a great teammate, a great human being. It's just fun to be around him, to coach him, and to learn from him. BA, two-way street.
Hey, it doesn't get much better than that, Allie. Thanks for that. And to the surprise of some league observers, a number of rookies are already making huge contributions, Grant.
And it's so much fun to see these young players stepping up, getting thrown right into the fire, and for good reason. When you have 2 or 3 stars eating up your salary cap, you need the guys on rookie contracts to perform, and they are.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Thompson, the 2, with Wiggins at the 3. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Wiseman, and it's Curry in at point guard. And for New Orleans, Zion and Valanciunas playing up front. McCollum and Jones, the tandem in the backcourt, and it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. And here's McCollum. Outside Ingram, pass to Jones. Floats one. No good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. This game following their win against the Rockets.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
Shot's good by McCollum.
Sliding down the lane, McCollum with the hard finish.
Thompson outside. Pass to Wiseman. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, bottom line for this Pelicans squad, they need to get better on the defensive end. They may have to get more 3-and-D type of guys on this roster.
All right, so about the Pelicans, what has been holding them back?
Well, BA, it's definitely not the offense, especially with the healthy Zion. If they can find a way to have greater consistency on the defensive end, then they can take a big step as a franchise.
Excellent move to score the basketball despite a weak pick.
Thompson outside. Back to Curry. Outside Kuminga. The 3. Can't get it to drop. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. To the middle. Here's Williamson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
I admired the defender's ambition, but Zion's artful work inside gets him the shot.
Pass to Kuminga. Now Curry. Over Williamson. And the Warriors miss again.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Now here's Jones. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Outside Curry. Six on the shot clock. Oh, nice D from McCollum.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Williamson. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
And few players are as electric as Zion. The speed and power he plays with, something you see once every few decades.
At the line for your Pelicans, Zion Williamson. Shooting 1.
The free throw off from Williamson. And the blend of speed and power, as you said, Grant, Zion is unmatched.
He's a rhino with a jetpack. And on defense, when you see him coming in the open floor, you don't want to get in his way. The explosiveness in the paint is really what makes them so efficient.
Now here's McCollum. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. He shoots it. The shot comes out, and Golden State will go the other way with it. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
If you don't have that one guy who gets you 10-plus boards every night, you just have to send more guys to the glass.
Now here's Ingram. He had 28 points in the win against Boston. Some room here for Jones. Tries again. And a nice layup by McCollum. McCollum's gotten his second bucket.
Outsmarting the defense, CJ manages to get the rock and put it back.
Back to Curry. Out to the right wing. And here's Thompson for three. Rebounded by New Orleans. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
They were very patient, and that was the difference. It's hard to be patient, I know, but look at the outcome they had.
Just 5 on the clock, and that one's good. Ingram
showing some nice handles in the pick and roll. Ingram's creativity is fun to watch in these sets.
And here's Curry for three. Gets the three to fall. Curry's got his third basket on the night right there.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Ingram, the pass to Valanciunas. Outside Jones. Pass to Williamson. McCollum on the wing. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. McCollum's got 7. Thompson right side. Wiseman with it. Deflects the pass. Wiggins outside. Out to the wing. Three-pointer. Kuminga's shot is off. The Pelicans have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. McCollum with it. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Boston. Lets it go from 11. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. And C.J. McCollum getting more on-ball action after his move away from Portland, Grant.
And McCollum has showed that's where he's best. Great at breaking down defenders and setting up others. He looks very natural as the primary playmaker.
Looking now at some numbers for C.J. McCollum. Curry passes to Wiggins. Now here's Kuminga, covered by Williamson. And here's Curry for three. No good there. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Jones against Thompson. Outside for Ingram. This one for three. The Warriors pull it in.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Kuminga against Williamson. Outside Curry. McCollum with a steal. And it's the Pelicans on the break. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. And a check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. The Pelicans second.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
Curry passes to Thompson. Back to Curry. Wiggins from long range. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Keeping his head up at all times. Curry sees his teammate break free.
Pass to Jones. Clock at 4. Ingram up top. Shoots over Wiggins. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Ingram's got 6 points.
How about the confidence from Brandon Ingram? Knows what it takes to knock that one down.
Wiggins passes to Kuminga. And the Warriors with another 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
New Orleans calls timeout.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Some changes for New Orleans. Nance, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Hayes comes in for Williamson. And Alvarado's subbed in for Jones. Hayes finds Nance. Here's Alvarado. McCollum outside. Pass to Ingram. 6 to shoot. Here's Alvarado. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. The Warriors trailing. Now here's Curry. 14 points for him last game against Houston. Poole outside. Lets the 3 fly. And there's Wiggins. That's good. On the assist by Poole. Wiggins has got 6 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Alvarado. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
And he knocks down the first one. Hits both from the stripe. And here are the Warriors now. They trail by 1. Poole outside. Back to Curry. Poole outside. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Ingram. And it's the Pelicans on the break. Sinks that one from the post. Give him 8 points now.
The work that Ingram puts in lifts his team's play. Always there to support the break.
Back to Curry. Back to Wiggins. Over Ingram. They get the rebound.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
McCollum against Poole. Tries a 10-footer. And another basket for New Orleans.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Wiggins outside. Poole outside. Green for 3. Rebounded by Ingram. New Orleans in the lead. With the 10-footer. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Here's Curry. Nice D from Nance. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Inside. And Nance with the slam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Now here's Curry. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Looney. Tipped. It's stolen by Ingram. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter. To the paint. Drops in the layup for 2. And now a 9-point Pelican lead. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
CJ has always been a gifted scorer, but he's shown significant improvement as a playmaker, which makes him even more dangerous with the ball in his hands.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And BA, when you think of C.J. McCollum, not only a superb scorer, but an intelligent and clever passer too.
Murphy, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Iguodala's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Stephen Curry. And the second free throw is good. The Warriors shooting 41% from the field so far. Pass to Looney. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Poole. A shot to stop the drought. And it's good on the lay-in.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Here's McCollum. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
I love Klay Thompson's attitude tonight. It's why defenders tend to make mistakes trying to guard him.
Team foul. Shooting for Golden State, Klay Thompson. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Overcoming adversity on the injury front. Klay Thompson's one of the tougher players in this league, both mentally and physically.
free throws good from Thompson.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
McCollum outside. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul. Kevon Looney. First personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for your Pelicans, C.J. McCollum. At the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And McCollum, no good on that one. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The Pelicans on top, up 10. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
24.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you think, guys?
I'll tell you what, judging from that first period, you have to love what they're doing offensively.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
Zion and Valanciunas playing up front. Devontae Graham out there with Herb Jones. And it's Murphy in at the small forward. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Kuminga's shot is off.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Iguodala against Jones. Here's Valanciunas. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. And it's good. 2 points. Valanciunas has got his first 2 points of the night.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Iguodala. Hey, from beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Jones. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Goes back up. And the bucket is good from Williamson in deep. Williamson's got 6.
Whether it be rebounding, driving the ball, in transition, Zion always looking to attack.
Poole finds Kuminga. Here's Thompson. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Jonas Valanciunas.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they could close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Thompson. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Murphy. Williamson against Kuminga. Williamson misses. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Kuminga, the pass to Poole. Thompson outside. The shot, no good. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. Thompson against Graham. Goes up on the wing, and the basket by Williamson. Williamson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Give Zion credit. The D was fine, but he just beats them with better offense.
Poole from long range. Knocks it down from distance.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Murphy. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Williamson, no good. The Warriors have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Iguodala, the pass to Kuminga. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Kuminga at the line for 2.
That free throw misses. Ingram's checked in for the Pelicans. Alvarado comes in for Graham. Andrew Wiggins checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Klay Thompson. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Alvarado. 9 points in his last outing. Shot clock at 2. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 5. And it's the Warriors with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Timeout called, the Warriors.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
And since we have a second here, let's see which teams have dominated the offensive glass and second chance opportunities this season. Number 1, New Orleans.
And give them credit. They're earning every one of those second chance points with their relentless effort.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Wiggins. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Yeah, from the perimeter, Wiggins can be very, very efficient. You just can't allow him to find those looks.
Williamson passes to Ingram. Here's Alvarado. He's covered by Curry. Here's Williamson. And they recover it. Outside Ingram. Over Poole. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got his second basket on the night.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Wiggins. And he gets it to go. Wiggins has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's all the defense can really do. I mean, they'll live with Wiggins nailing a contested shot.
Here's Murphy, hounded by Wiggins. Here's Alvarado, three-pointer. Here's Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Yeah, offensively, Wiggins is putting together some great numbers. And so far, he's shown no intention of slowing down.
Williamson passes to Ingram. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. All right, let's examine the distribution between threes and twos tonight for the Warriors. The Warriors have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Wiggins passes to Curry. Back to Wiggins. Back to Curry. Again, the Warriors score.
If the mid-range is what Curry can get, he'll take it. He won't waste a chance to score.
Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Murphy. And here's Ingram. Over Poole. No good from the wing. Wiggins outside. Pelicans cleared away. They've led by as many as 14. And here's Ingram from the arc. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie. Pass to Alvarado. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. Here's Poole. And that one's on target from the wing. Poole's got 7. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. New Orleans calls timeout. New Orleans making some changes. Hayes is checked in for Zion Williamson, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Alvarado. Green's checked in for the Warriors. Now here's McCollum. He's got 18. Outside Ingram. Fires the 3. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist. He's got 14.
Becoming consistent from beyond the arc, it's completely changed how you have to defend Ingram.
Left side Curry. Over McCollum. Curry's shot is off. New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter.
BA, it can be tough for a young guy to figure out his game, but Jackson Hayes is making big strides and showing impressive growth. It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Offensive board.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
Shot's good by McCollum. Smitty Hayes definitely seems eager to make a larger impact on the floor.
You know what I like, BA? His raw energy. Any chance he gets to show off what he can do, he takes it. It's hard to find that kind of relentless hustle.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Pass to Murphy. Ingram against Poole. Ingram, the pass to Valanciunas. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Wiggins. Valanciunas can't get it to go. The Warriors have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. The 3 from Curry. Drops in the 3. Curry's got 13.
And staying with it. He drained 2 triples in the first quarter. Now gets this one.
Pass to Murphy. Outside Ingram. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Now he's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the second quarter after coming up dry early.
Wiggins with it. On the wing, Curry. Again, Golden State.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Pass to Murphy. Down low. It's stolen by Green.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Poole outside.
2 minutes.
Now Wiseman. Wiggins outside. Back to Wiseman. From the arc. And the Warriors with another 3.
And they're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
McCollum, the pass to Hayes. Outside Ingram. Over Poole. Kept alive. Valanciunas. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
Physicality from Valanciunas on the glass. Securing the ball and sending it right back.
Timeout called, the Warriors.
Only a few guys in the league are going to give you more double-doubles than Jonas Valanciunas. And as his career goes on, he only gets more of them.
Some changes for New Orleans. Nance comes in for Valanciunas. And it's Jones in for Murphy.
That was your Pelicans.
Green, the pass to Iguodala. Thompson outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. And here now are the teams that have made a difference with their defense in the past 10 games. Fifth on the list, the Warriors.
Well, over these last few games, they've been putting excellent pressure on the ball handlers and then turning those forced errors into easy points.
New Orleans has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. McCollum finds Ingram. Jones with the ball. McCollum with it. He's covered by Curry. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 6. Top of the key. And another one falls for New Orleans. Golden State has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. Here's Curry. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Back to Ingram. Over Iguodala. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Here's Curry. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Curry's got 22 points.
We've come to expect this from Curry, just lighting it up right now.
And so it's New Orleans ending the quarter up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Here is Coach Steve Kerr. Your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition, and we got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Trailing by 10. Kicking off the second half. Here's Steve Kerr's 5. Curry and Thompson pair up at the 1 and the 2. Wiseman is out there with Kuminga. And it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Kuminga. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Thompson. Nails it from beyond the arc. Thompson's got 7 points.
And Thompson's coaching staff encourages him to take quick shots. They know how deadly he is.
Ingram against Wiggins. Here's Williamson. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. He's got 10.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Curry against McCollum. There's the triple. Another 3 for Golden State.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
McCollum outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Outside Jones. Ingram, the pass to Valanciunas. McCollum on the wing. And it's all from three-point range. Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Williamson. And again, it's Golden State.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Wiggins against Ingram. Can't hit from the elbow. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Curry passes to Wiggins. From outside the arc. Rebounded by New Orleans. Valanciunas has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Williamson. Pass to Ingram. From 18 feet away. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
What I like about Ingram at this point in his career, very decisive in his actions.
Curry passes to Thompson. Now here's Wiggins. Knocks down the triple. Wiggins got 16 points now.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Outside Jones. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, back in college in 2020, Herb Jones broke his left wrist. Less than 2 weeks after surgery, Jones was back on the floor.
And Herbert Jones, what a tough customer, playing with a huge cast on that wrist.
You know, B.A., how hard that is. He played with just one hand at the end of that 2020 season in school. Herb Jones is a fighter. Despite being a second-round pick, he made an immediate impact in this league.
Poole, he's checked in for Curry. Jones hits them both. Golden State has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Thompson outside. Back to Poole. Wiggins outside. Thompson left side. Shoots it from the high post. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. Williamson's got his 5th rebound in this one. McCollum on the wing. From downtown, and that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
CJ rises above the defense and drills the contested jumper.
Pass to Wiggins. Back to Poole. Now Kuminga. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 11.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Back to McCollum. Ingram against Wiggins. Here's McCollum, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And one thing you know you'll always get with Valanciunas, he's going to rebound. Offense, defense, no matter what, he's attacking the glass.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pelicans.
They have thrown themselves on the offensive glass, and because of their hustle, they are being rewarded with second chance points.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
The free throw drops for McCollum. And with his size and reach, Valanciunas is a monster on the boards, Grant.
That is true. I mean, impossible to move in the paint. He gets a wide base and just vacuums missed shots. And his great touch allows him to rack up second chance points as well.
Murphy, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Graham comes in for Jones. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And really strong at the line since the break.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And there's nothing more frustrating for a coach than seeing his team giving up a bunch of second chance points. That's going to be the main topic during this timeout.
Fans on your feet and get loud for your Pelicans dance team.
Poole on the wing. Graham covering. Here's Thompson. And And the 18-footer right on the mark.
The assist.
Thompson's got 7 points for the quarter.
The mid-range jumper is automatic for Klay Thompson.
Pass to Ingram. Poole against Graham. Shoots. Good. He hits the jumper.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Over Williamson. That one rolls around and rims out. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Stolen by Thompson. Wiggins outside. Pass to Thompson. Six to shoot. Poole from long range. And it's Graham with the rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the inside. Murphy's shot is good. And it's a 12-point New Orleans lead.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 16. Poole from long range. Drains the triple.
3 points.
Poole's got 10.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
McCollum against Thompson. Now here's McCollum. He's closely guarded. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Graham. And another basket for New Orleans.
Well-run set and a smooth jump shot off the catch.
Thompson outside. Pass to Wiggins. Lets it go. The Pelicans pull it in. Williamson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ingram against Wiggins. Here's Williamson. Warriors with the rebound.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
The kick out to Wiggins. Pass to Thompson. And here is Green. McCollum defends. And there's Green on the assist by Thompson.
Get the best shot you can get. Draymond active in the paint.
New Orleans calls timeout. Some changes for New Orleans. Nance, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. Hayes comes in for Murphy. And Alvarado's subbed in for McCollum. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Wiggins. Nance finds Ingram. Here's Graham. Pass to Alvarado. Nance with it. To the paint. A shot from the mid-range. Here's Graham. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I mean, terrific work inside. Graham showing some fight in the process. Draws the D's attention.
At the line for 2.
He misses the free throw.
You know, Graham's game is all about a mix of pace and focus. He plays at a high tempo, but doesn't rush things. It's impressive.
And he's good on the second. Well, Smitty, instant replay is here to stay. A big part of the game. How has it impacted the NBA, you think?
Well, I think fans and players love that you get it right during crunch time. The one thing I think that can help is the speed up replay. That's what everybody is complaining about.
Poole outside. Beyond the arc. It's Hayes with the rebound.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Jones, he's checked in for Graham.
Into the lineup for your Pelicans, Herbert Jones.
Nance outside. Ingram with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Thompson against Ingram. Shot clock at 3. Here's Alvarado. And again, New Orleans, no good. The Warriors have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. The shot by Iguodala, no good. New Orleans has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Here's Jones. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal.
Klay Thompson picks one up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
For your Pelicans, Herbert Jones. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. And he sinks the second. Golden State has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Pass to Poole, puts up a 3, and that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games. I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
The Pelicans have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Here's Alvarado. And the Pelicans miss again.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Here's Alvarado. Following the score by Golden State. It's stolen by Looney.
2 minutes.
Outside Curry. Poole from long range. Rebounded by New Orleans.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Alvarado. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Third personal foul.
Team is in the penalty.
At the line for New Orleans, Jose Alvarado. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Warriors making a change here. Wiseman's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
They're really shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding a late lead.
Pass to Green. Iguodala outside. Over Ingram. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
Even with the D in Iggy's grill, he still knocks down those looks. He's been in this league for a while, and he is comfortable rising up and burying contested shots.
Now here's Hayes. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Now Ingram takes the three, sinks the tray. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Back to Curry. Pull for 3, and it's good.
Jordan.
Assisting on the play was Curry.
For 3.
Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
Sending shockwaves now. That's his 3rd triple of this half, 4th of the game.
Now here's Jones. He's got 5. Pass to Alvarado. Clock at 6. Here's Ingram. And count it from 19 feet away. Ingram's got 26 points.
The production from Ingram just keeps getting better and better. A guy who knows how to get buckets.
Up top, Curry. He's got 25. Ooh, poked away. Outside Ingram. Ooh, it's stolen by Iguodala. 1 second left. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's New Orleans finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. McCollum and Jones, the tandem in the backcourt. Brandon Ingram out there with Larry Nance. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Valanciunas. Here's Nance. McCollum on the left side. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Curry. It's good. Off the glass. McCollum's got 27 points.
If you let McCollum get off a mid-range J, it's going in.
Back to Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. 2 points. That one goes. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
The great ones make shots against great defense. Thompson believes in his abilities, as he should.
Back to Ingram. Stolen by Wiggins. Thompson against Jones. The kick out to Wiggins. Jones against Thompson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The length of Thompson is deceptive. He uses it well to draw fouls inside.
Warriors, Klay Thompson taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw is good from Thompson. And the Pelicans making a change here. Williamson's checked in. Good on both. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Outside Ingram. Pass to Jones. Wiggins against Ingram. Inside. Now Kuminga to the middle. Knocked loose. Stolen by Valanciunas. Outside Jones. Now McCollum. He's covered by Curry. Lets a floater go. The shot off that time. Excellent D there from Kuminga. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Now here's Ingram from 8 feet away. Deflected. Kuminga up top. McCollum defends. Nice D from Valanciunas.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
That one's good for two.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
Back to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Wiseman. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Outside Jones. McCollum against Curry. Williamson inside. Excellent D there from Kuminga. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And the shot goes. And now it's just a 2-point New Orleans lead.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Curry against McCollum. Jones in the post. Count it, and the foul. That's on James Wiseman.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Team foul. At the line for New Orleans, Herbert Jones. One shot.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Hell ball violation.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
And here are the Warriors now. And here's McCollum. Outside Ingram. Back to McCollum. Pass to Williamson. Yep, count it.
His assist numbers have grown. C.J. McCollum pass on time.
Thompson outside. Wiggins outside. Fires from deep. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Ingram. McCollum with it. Outside Jones. Got a piece of it. Curry with a steal. Finished off the break. And now just a 2-point New Orleans lead.
The awareness from Steph Curry. Protect the ball around him or he'll get you.
New Orleans calls timeout.
Give it up, give it up, give it up for your Pelicans dance team.
right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Willie Green coaching his team during that last break. It's been a battle, and this is a brief chance for everyone to just regroup, collect themselves. He told them, quote, "Your efforts have been great so far, but this game could come down to one big play, one big shot. We can't let our guards down for 1 second."
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Wiggins. Over Ingram. And again, it's Golden State.
Yeah, good mechanics on Wiggins' shot right there. Now, he definitely has a natural talent for shooting the ball.
Ingram against Wiggins. That's good from Jones. And the assist by Ingram. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Here's Curry. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Curry's got 29.
The defense trying to smother Steph Curry, but he's committed to getting his shot off.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Since halftime, either they've gotten sloppier or the defense has turned up. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Wiggins. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram.
Wiggins has always had a knack for that. Get inside, force the D to commit, and draw the foul.
Andrew Wiggins. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
Yeah, the first overall pick in 2014, Andrew Wiggins has carved out a nice career as a scoring wing.
And Wiggins drops them both. New Orleans has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Jones, the pass to Williamson. Ingram against Wiggins. Fires, high post. The shot by Ingram, no good.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
Ever so close. Needed that one to go down.
Perfect, right between the eyes on that one. Ingram's got 9 points here in the second half.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
I mean, the last guy you want to foul in this league, Steph Curry, is automatic at the
The
line.
line for the Warriors, Stephen Curry. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
I love that Curry can dominate without the height, the vertical. It all comes down to high basketball IQ and skill.
And so Curry nails both of them. The Pelicans trail. Pass to Jones. Now Ingram. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points. Ingram's got 30. Wiggins right side. And here is Thompson. Outside Curry. From deep three-point range. Jones grabs the board.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Pass to Ingram. Now here's Williamson. Hounded by Wiggins. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Ingram. Ingram's got his 4th assist in this one. McCollum against Curry. McCollum with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Here's Jones. And another basket for New Orleans.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Curry passes to Wiggins. Back to Curry. The 3 is up. And again, no good by Golden State. New Orleans in the lead. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Now here's Thompson. That's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. And it's the Warriors with the ball. 4-point game. Wiggins passes to Kuminga. And that one drops for him.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
Shooting for Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga. At the line for 1.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. New Orleans has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Here's Williamson, and he gets that one. Williamson's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Curry passes to Wiseman. Pass to Kuminga. And stolen by Jones. It doesn't go for him. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Now Wiggins. The 3 from Curry. Nails it from 3. Curry's got 34.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Valanciunas.
2 minutes.
Back to McCollum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Stephen Curry.
C.J. McCollum is fearless. That's why they want the ball in his hands, especially when it comes to these late game moments.
Get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Yeah, with McCollum at the line, the defense should be sweating. He doesn't waste many free throws.
And he ends up making the second. And that'll put him up 2.
He missed a chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Curry against McCollum. Up top, Thompson. Pass to Wiseman. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
New Orleans has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. McCollum against Curry. Now here's McCollum, guarded closely. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. Curry's got 4 rebounds in the game to take the lead. Williams grabs the board. Williamson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Wiseman with a steal. Ingram against Wiggins. Left side Curry. To tie it up. Wiggins, no good. And here are the Pelicans now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They grab their own miss. McCollum. And it's good.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And the Warriors call time here. They're down by 4. 46 seconds left in the game. Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, C.J. McCollum.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
.46 seconds left to play in the fourth. Thompson passes to Wiggins. Here's the 3. Rebounded by New Orleans.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And so they foul intentionally.
Klay Thompson. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
For your Pelicans, C.J. McCollum. At the line for 2.
The first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one, and that puts him up 5. 34 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. It's Wiggins on the wing. The offensive rebound. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Fourth personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for Golden State, James Wiseman. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so he hits both.
Yeah, just a fruitful trip to the line. He's made this a one-possession game.
And that's an intentional foul.
Stephen Curry. Fifth personal foul. Fourth team foul.
At the line for your Pelicans, C.J. McCollum. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4 here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 23 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
And on the defensive end, they'll have to foul whomever gets the ball. No time left to be picky.
Thompson finds Wiseman. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You talk about pressure situations. Stephen Curry lives for these moments.
Shooting for Golden State, Stephen Curry. One shot.
Falls for Curry.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Taking 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
You have to admire how calm he is under pressure at the free throw line in a key situation.
Thompson against Jones. Wiggins from long range. Oh, bangs home the 3. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied. And the Pelicans call time here.
Put your hands together. I can hear you for your Pelicans dance team.
There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's McCollum. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Here we go.
So it's the Pelicans now. Poole and Thompson man the backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Wiseman in at the 5. Outside Jones. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
4th personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Pelicans, Herbert Jones. 2 shots.
Max on the first.
First one falls for him. Jones hits them both. Now here's Poole. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
At the line for the Warriors, Jordan Poole. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Poole. He's perfect from the line this time. New Orleans has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Outside Jones. Back to McCollum. To the right side. Here's Williamson. Here's Valanciunas. Yep, that one goes. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
That's Valanciunas' game. Beats you with size and power. Takes the contact and completes the play.
Back to Poole. Knocks it loose. Pass to Kuminga. Poole with the ball. 5 on the clock. Tipped.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
Here's McCollum. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. That's on James Wiseman.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
4th personal foul. 2nd team foul. At the line for New Orleans, C.J. McCollum. At the line for 1.
The free throw drops for McCollum. The Warriors trailing. Pass to Wiggins. McCollum against Poole. Wiggins outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Good work by Wiggins going right into the coverage. Now, he knows how to get himself to the line and get the shot off.
Andrew Wiggins at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. one misses.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Ingram against Wiggins. Ingram up top. Just 5 on the clock. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Ingram's got 32 points in the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over.
For my fans in the stand, if you want a t-shirt, you know what you gotta do. Get loud!
Poole finds Thompson. Back to Poole. 4-3. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
Assists aren't Thompson's strong suit, but he smartly feeds a ready shooter.
Outside Ingram. Pass to Jones. That shot, no good. Oh, some solid defense from Poole. Here's Wiggins. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Third personal foul.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Shooting for Golden State, Andrew Wiggins. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Jones misses. Jones has gotten 4 shots to go in 12 attempts. It's Poole on the wing and stolen by Jones.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
Pass to McCollum. It's rebounded by Golden State. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Poole. That one's good. This game is all even. Poole's got 7 points for the quarter.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
You know, it's just a case where you just have to go up strong and live with the results. Nice job. Fearless player has to respect Ingram's willingness to take big shots.
Down low. Here's Wiseman. And he lays it up and in.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
McCollum against Poole. McCollum's shot is off. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 during this OT session. Here's Kuminga. Yes! And the foul! McCollum. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. Alvarado's checked in for the Pelicans.
Jonathan Kuminga at the line for 1.
It's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the N1.
For New Orleans, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall during OT. Here's Alvarado. Pass to Williamson. Shoots over Kuminga. It falls! And he's tied it up! What a shot!
Easy to be excited about Zion Williamson. His future is bright.
And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
At the line for the Warriors, Klay Thompson. Shooting 1.
This is not someone you want to send to the line. Thompson loves coming through there in the clutch.
New Orleans calls timeout. They're down by 3. There's 42 seconds left in the first overtime period. And so it's New Orleans with it. They trail by 3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Here's Thompson. He can't get it to go. Jones with some nice D. And here are the Pelicans now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Competitive, confident, Zion taking over.
And the Warriors call time here. They're down by 2. 23 seconds left in the OT period. Guys, your thoughts?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
But I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
It's the Warriors with the ball, trailing by 2. Thompson in the post, working on Jones. Thompson, no good.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Jordan Poole. First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for your Pelicans, Jose Alvarado. At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Wiggins for 3. No luck on that one. And so it's the Pelicans who come out on top here. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Brandon, hot shooting for you tonight. Where do you get that confidence level to take over like this?
Coming in, working on my routine every single day. I think my teammates put me in a really, really good position to step into shots and give me confidence on the basketball floor to shoot the ball and also give them the basketball to do whatever they want on the floor to create and make something happen. So confidence comes from my teammates.
And you've been a great teammate as well. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So for Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking everyone for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later.